Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us in our Preparing for Graduate School webinar series. Today, we're going to hear from an advisor if you are admitted into our SSEBE school here in Ira A, Fulton Schools of Engineering in one of our graduate programs. First and foremost, I just want to say congratulations on being admitted into one of our graduate programs. Again, you are admitted into a grad program in our School of Sustainable Engineering, the Built Environment, which we refer to as SSEBE, abbreviated, and we cannot wait for you to join us. We know that you are just as excited as we are and have a lot of questions as you get started in preparing to sign up for classes and get ready for your graduate education. We just hope that this presentation will answer a lot of questions and help you along that process. My name is Anka Castillo. I'm the Associate Director with our Engineering Student Recruitment and Outreach team with Ira Fulton Schools of Engineering. And I'm also joined here by our SSEBE Graduate Coordinator, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi everyone, my name is Melanie Ford and I am the Graduate Coordinator with the School of Sustainable Engineering in the Built Environment. I assist in all of the graduate advising for our SSEBE programs. So I'm excited to be joining you here today, and as Anka said, we're just going to be going over some basics of what's next now that you've been admitted and get you set up for registering for classes. Okay, so the very first thing that you'll want to do is make sure that you familiarize yourself with your My ASU page. So you should have received your ASU Right information when you submitted your application initially. This gives you access to your My ASU webpage. If you can't find this information in your emails, definitely be sure to check your junk mail as well. So the very first thing that you would want to do if it's your first time logging into your My ASU is you want to make sure that you activate this page. So once you log in, you're going to land on your My ASU landing page. A few things that you're going to see initially is under your classes, you'll see the fall 20 registration term letting you know that your registration is now open, as well as the class search page. So the class search is where you'll be going to search for the classes that are being offered from the term, and you'll actually even be able to register for them through that link as well. Another important part to take a look at prior to registering for your classes is going to be checking out any priority tasks that you have listed. You want to make sure that you take care of any and all of these priority tasks, giving main priority to any holds that you see initially listed under that priority task section. So any priority tasks that you see with a hold in front of them will actually hold your registration. So it'll keep you from registering for the actual classes. So you want to make sure that you do go through those and make those specific ones a priority. If you are an international student, you also want to make sure that you are going through the proper steps to request your I-20, and you can see where you're at in that process by looking in the I-20 tracker section. If you are not an international student, then this portion isn't even visible on your My ASU page. So once you get into the class search section, you'll see a filtering option of how you can go through and search for some of your classes. So you'll always want to make sure that it is set to either the in-person option if you are attending here on campus in Tempe. If you're an online student, you would want to make sure that the online option is selected. You then will filter for the term, so fall 2020 is what should automatically populate. If you click on show advanced search, you'll get another drop down where you can select the engineering school and then also select the graduate level to help you filter more specifically for your classes. If you are a civil engineering student with us, you can type CEE in the subject portion to filter for any civil engineering courses that are going to be offered for the term. If you are a construction management student, you would filter for the or enter the CON subject in the subject search to pull up any of your construction management classes. And if you are a construction engineering student, you would utilize both the CEE and the CON subject to take a look for your specific classes that are being offered during the term. So in terms of deficiencies and the academic calendar, we get a lot of questions in regards to, are there any deficiency classes that I need to take or prerequisite classes I need to take prior to taking the requirements for the program itself. So within our department, upon reviewing your application, if the committee feels like you are lacking deficiency areas, they will specify which courses they want to see you take, which would have been generated on your admissions letter. So if on your admissions letter you do not see any deficiency courses listed there, then you are good to go with just taking care of your general degree requirements for the program. If there are courses listed there, then those would be courses that you would need to take in addition to the minimum hours required for the program. In terms of the academic calendar, this is something that you are going to want to familiarize yourself with as well, as ASU does have strict registration and withdrawal deadlines that you will need to adhere to. And you can check out these dates from the link provided here, but it's also linked on your My ASU page as well. So registration for our MS and our MSE programs here on the Tempe location, we're just going to go over just a general broad overview of the degree requirements, and then also, what your next step is in terms of figuring out what classes you should schedule for your first semester. So for our students that will be studying the MSE in construction engineering, this program is a total of 30 credit hours with a comprehensive exam at the end of the program during your final semester. The best way to figure out what courses you should be registering for in your first semester would be to email Dr. Ira A. He is the graduate chair of this program, and he will give you those initial course suggestions. For our MS and Construction Management and Technology program, this program, again, is 30 credit hours total with a thesis and an applied project at the end of the program. To figure out course suggestions for your fall semester, again, you would reach out to the graduate chair for the program, who is Dr. Parrish. If you will be attending full-time, most students going full-time register for 3 classes, so a total of 9 credit hours each semester. And as a new student into the program, I do not recommend registering for more than 9 credit hours your first term. Okay. If you will be studying the MS in Civil, Environmental, and Sustainable Engineering, this program requires 30 credit hours as well, and you do have the option of completing it with a thesis, applied project, or comprehensive exam at the end of the program. Within this program, there are 6 different specialization areas. So it's important in terms of course recommendations that you reach out to your faculty specialty area coordinator of the specialty area that you applied to. So we have listed here all the different specialty areas as well as their corresponding faculty area coordinator. So in order to determine what classes to take your first semester, definitely email the assigned area coordinator for those recommendations. Again, full-time students in this program would also register for 3 classes or 9 credit hours their first term. For our online programs, we do have 2 online programs. The minimum requirements for the MSc in Sustainable Engineering is 30 credit hours with an applied project. Dr. Reddy oversees that program, so you would want to email him for course suggestions. In terms of our MS in Construction Management and Technology, that's online. Again, the credit hour requirement is the same, whereas 30 credit hours total, and you will have the option of completing the program with either a thesis or an applied project. Dr. Parrish oversees the online version as well as the Tempe location. So the biggest difference between, I guess, registration recommendations between the Tempe and the online campus would be that for most online students, especially if you are working full-time, instead of enrolling in 3 classes each semester, we would recommend that you register for no more than 2 classes, which would be about 6 credit hours during your first semester. So if you have any questions in regards to registration or getting started, you can definitely reach out to our SSEBE Graduate Advising Office at cb.advising@asu.edu. Those emails will come to me, and we appreciate you joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that this was helpful as you start to look at registering for classes and getting any holds that you see on your MySU taken care of. Please feel free to reach out to CB Advising email if you have additional questions, and please continue to watch the webinars that we have as part of our Preparing for Graduate Schools to learn about all the other aspects of preparing for your graduate education and being successful here at Arizona State University. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.